But sometimes demos don't go exactly according to plan. This is a used Ideal combine. This one has maybe 700 thrashing hours on it. And just like anything, sometimes belts fail. And that's because we actually blew the belt on our cleaning fan. And how simple these combines really are, and hopefully show guys that this is the simplest twin rotor machine in the industry. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. My name is Austin, and I work with Full Line Ag, a farm equipment dealership located here in this beautiful province of Saskatchewan. Today we find ourselves out on a Fendt Ideal combine demo with this big 45-foot Gearinghoff TrueFlex Razor Air and a Ideal 9 combine. The first thing I want to talk about, they were all commenting on it this morning, on how clean this cutter bar stays on this Gearinghoff. With that blast of air coming off, this hasn't been blowing off, as we can tell, at all. And they were just impressed on how clean that cutter bar stays all day long. That is because when anything falls down and hits our canvas, this blast of air blows it up and keeps it on our canvas and sends it into our combine. But sometimes demos don't go exactly according to plan. This is a used Ideal combine. This one has maybe 700 thrashing hours on it. And just like anything, sometimes belts fail. And the customer last night noticed that his sample was just filling up with chaff like crazy. And that's because we actually blew the belt on our cleaning fan. Pretty simple. We took off the two shields that covered this up, and everything seems straight. Everything seems good. Just over time, the belt must have just wore. Anyways, we are going to be changing it. We have our tensioner right here. We've already taken the slack off those nuts. I will show you the nice part about these Fendt combines and having to work on them with this sight glass. More or less, that sight glass, you want this washer or that puck somewhere in this sight glass. And then you know your tensioner should be tensioned up. That's what we have on the go first thing this morning. We had a belt in stock I got here before we found out exactly that it was the belt, but oh well, so be it. I got a belt coming out to me, and we're gonna quickly go around, do a little bit of greasing while we wait for the belt, and then we will see what we can do. Sometimes people don't like to show these things, and I don't really either, but things happen, things break down, and I just want to show how simple it actually is and how simple these combines really are, and hopefully show guys that this is the simplest twin rotor machine in the industry. This might not be the greatest with one hand. The belt's here. Let's try and get this bad boy on. And just looking at our diagram right here underneath, we can see it was belt number 4. I can see how it is. Everything turns smooth, no binding. Now let's try and get our tensioner all tightened up. Get our sight glass peeped around. Open that wide open. And we have lots of room to get at things. And now when I'm tightening with my tensioner, we can see that sight glass. This is why I wanted that window around. I'm gonna try and see this washer that's right here and make sure that I can see it through my little peephole. We can see it's not quite there yet when I'm looking straight at it, so we just keep tightening it. And so now we're looking through it. We can see that washer, we can see that little hockey puck thing all through there. So it should be good. Everything seems tight. Everything moves easy. Now we just cinch up the last bolt, make sure everything's tight, and then we should be back combining in no time. We still gotta do a little bit of greasing. So I'm just greasing the header drive, that PTO shaft. Pretty easy. It's just a U-joint, so should keep it greased up, and it's pretty simple to get at on all these machines. I don't think that's gonna stay or work, but yeah, I need 2 hands. And then just any of these little grease points right here, just keep them lubricated, but nice and easy to get at all these. Then another one at the front of the combine, we have a grease bank. We can see 50 hours, 500 hours. So give a couple shots to these 50s. And then on this gearing off header, most of our grease points, we can see if we need to give them a couple shots. And lots of these are higher intervals, but the ones that I want to keep greased are these common bearings on this air system. Simple, easy, couple squirts each. Keep them happy and keep them quiet and running smooth. And now, just the last part is getting all the other shields put back on. And they were lucky enough to loan me this handy Milwaukee tool. And then I can make sure it's tight. Dale, no power tools. Just my toothbrush. Yeah, we moved that washer so it'd be at the top of the sight. So that way when that belt stretches, we won't have to worry too much, but we should still keep an eye on it. Close this up and go combining. And now just getting my iPad connected to the Wi-Fi on board on this combine. And while we wait for that, look how high that reel goes. Could you imagine combining canola and your reel's way up there? Holy. But it's been a bit of a different video today. Not many people would really want to show this, but I figured may as well show it, be honest with it. And if I can fix a combine, anyone can fix a combine, because I am not very good with wrenches, to say the least. So we have our app all up. I'm gonna go dump my stone trap and then get combining on the rest of this demo. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of this content coming up. Thanks for watching. Oh, more dust. Mobile command center is staying there for now. And you can see still how much chaff got thrown up into here when that fan quit and that belt broke. So he's going just to clean up these little patches when we were monkeying around with our GPS. But I want you to watch when that gearing Hoff header lifts up, watch how much it can frown. So it cuts, he lifts up. And then it goes back into rigid, all on hydraulics. Same thing again. That gearing Hoff is cutting. Look at it just contouring. The second that he finishes and lifts up, watch that frown for half a second. And then it goes back rigid.